listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Where?
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for Pretty Little Liars. Tonight's host is Deidre Behar. Joining Deidre will be AfterBuzz co-hosts David Schifilliti, Dana Livingston Ward, and Joslyn Davis. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Pretty Little Liars news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, Deidre Behar.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for bearing with us. I know we're a little behind schedule tonight, but nonetheless, the team is back, better than ever.
Yeehaw!
Everyone's looking real nice tonight, if I do say so myself.
There's an extra glow.
There's extra glow going on tonight.
Extra glows.
And we're back to talk about Pretty Little Liars. We're already on episode 5 of this season.
Hard to believe, honestly.
We're flying right through the season. It's
so
ridiculous.
quickly.
I know. How's everybody? 4th of July. We're all back together.
We're alive.
Which is more than Ian can say.
Oh.
Really quickly, I just want to run down who I'm here with tonight. If you're just joining us for the first time, to my left, I've never sat next to you before, so this is a really fun experience for me. We have elegant David Schifilliti.
Hello, everybody.
Just finished doing Showgirls.
Yes,
on,
Showgirls the musical.
Yes, explain.
We did a 30-minute musical of the movie Showgirls.
Which is one of the most epic films of all
Epic
time.
Cult classic films.
We can all agree on that.
We can all agree, from 1995.
Oh, Elizabeth
Team
Berkley.
Nomi, Team Crystal.
Team Crystal.
Me too.
Yeah.
Always.
Interesting.
Always root for the bad girl.
Always root for the bad girl. Especially when it's Gina Gershon.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Totally.
So iconic.
Come on, so iconic.
Cool. Well, we're glad to have you back.
Thank you.
And
Glad
then
to be back.
this beautiful bevy of ladies sitting across from me tonight.
Thank you.
In case the viewers are not familiar, we have Dana Ward, Joslyn Davis, and Sydney DeBear. 3 incredibly talented and beautiful ladies who know so much about the industry. Joslyn and Dana work over at Clever TV. They have interviewed the cast so many times. I feel like I say that every week, but it's really an understatement. They've interviewed, you guys interviewed Mona, Janel, Parrish this week.
Yes. That was so fun.
Okay,
She's
cool.
awesome.
We'll get into that in news and gossip because we obviously want you guys to dish on how Mona is in real life. If she's really a naughty, scheming lady, or she's actually kind of sweet and nice.
We'll do it.
Very cool. Okay, so what did we think of the episode tonight? The Devil You Know.
Best
I know,
episode
good
this
title.
season
Yes.
so far.
Yeah,
Hands
for
down.
sure.
It got my jaw dropping at the end. I was a little
Oh.
scared.
Yes.
I was a little nervous. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Did you pee a little?
I believe, well, only a little bit,
little
but and then I believe Deidre got an arm grab and a nail.
Yeah, the imprint is
Yeah.
slowly fading
Yeah.
right now. But I think it was a fantastic episode.
Yeah.
there was sort of a lull there for a little, like, kind of repetitive and not enough shirtless JD, if you ask me.
Seriously.
Is it time for me to take my... Oh, it's getting hot
When we started talking about him. I had her do the hottie alert last week, by the way.
It's time.
Good.
Yeah.
We need to
can't.
patent it. We need to register that with the Writers Guild.
Hottie
We
alert.
really
Yes.
should. And
Consider it done.
we need to take it up with Maria because I think we
Yeah.
need to get the announcer, Jesse. We need to get the announcer to do a hottie alert of some
Yeah,
sort.
definitely.
Okay, noted. Got it.
Get that set up.
Get that worked out.
Yes.
Lovely.
So the episode picks up with Ian being dead.
He's still
Being found
dead.
He's still dead.
He's still dead.
He is.
Thank goodness.
He's deader than dead.
He's a week old dead.
He had been dead for a week, thanks courtesy of Officer Garrett Reynolds, who revealed that nice tidbit of information. I was confused because who was it texting Melissa then if he was dead for a week?
But has it only been a week since?
No, I think he's been gone longer, right? I mean, what do you guys think?
The officer said more than a week.
That he'd been dead.
He had
But
been
that's
dead
what I'm
more than a
saying.
week.
Like, how long has it been
Has he
since
been in
last
hiding?
season
Right.
ended and to episode 5 of this season?
It seems like a lot longer,
Seems
but
like
then
a lot
again,
longer than a week.
we
You
can't be
never
sure that
know.
they don't
Right.
give us a time frame.
Right.
Really.
I feel like it's probably around the same time. They probably want us to think that just so it's that much more mysterious. Did he die that night
Or a few
from
days
the bell
later.
tower? or was it like the next day?
But that didn't look like death at bell tower. You know, it
Definitely
didn't like
not.
he didn't get strangled by multiple ropes.
What?
How did he
was
die?
there a gunshot? I don't remember seeing one.
There was blood shed for
Blood.
sure.
Are you talking about the bell tower? Or are you talking about the,
No.
the creepy greenhouse?
The creepy greenhouse.
Okay, I don't remember seeing a gunshot wound, but there definitely was
Unison over
that
here.
strategically placed gun in his hand.
Yeah.
So it sort of implied that there was
yeah.
a gun was used, and that was the foul
It's
play.
suicide, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, duh.
So we have the Hastings family, obviously remorseful and very sad, and they're in a state of mourning. And Spencer, is my mic good? Keeps going in. We're good.
Yeah, it was doing that.
Spencer vouches for her sister and says to the parents, "We got to give him a funeral." Did you guys think that was genuine on her part? At first, I was like, "What are her motives?"
I felt it was genuine.
I don't think
Yeah?
I don't
Yeah.
think there is another motive. I think she feels bad for Melissa. She's obviously feeling guilty about the ring, I think.
Oh yeah.
So she probably wants to just, toss her a bone.
And
Yeah.
I think she actually does want closure for herself and her friends, and like it's time to move on. I mean, you definitely saw throughout the episode as we were at the funeral and moving through the episode that Spencer wanted closure.
Yes, and just
from
to be
all
done
of
with
it,
it.
and just to be
altogether.
done with it.
And she was physically referring to Melissa's really sad face. She kept looking back at her. So that kind of made me feel like.
Well, I mean, look at her. She's like not wearing makeup. She hasn't brushed her hair.
I love how Deidre was like, this has got to be the easiest episode for her to act in.
Well, she just sits there looking lethargic.
Yeah,
like,
why is she just on the couch? Like, if you were really, really sad, crying, wouldn't you be in your room? She just sits on the couch so everyone can have a
Her
viewing party
sadness.
of her little face.
She couldn't make it up the stairs, people.
Hey guys,
Okay,
you guys
all
actually
right.
have a caller on the line.
Oh,
Hey,
great.
wait,
You guys
Yeah.
actually have a caller.
Oh, that's what this is. I'm like, what is he doing?
You're like, hey, caller, are you there? Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Marlo. I'm from New Jersey.
Hi, Marla. How's it going?
Good.
Tell us what's on your mind tonight. Do you have a question for us, or you want to comment on the episode?
I just don't understand why Spencer wants to get her ring back. Why doesn't she just leave it where it is and just let Melissa think, Melissa, her sister, think that it's just lost?
I feel like A has kind of warned her that she's going to make that ring appear and make it seem as if Spencer stole it.
Because remember, A went and bought the ring back. So A has the ring, so she knows it could come up at any time. That's why she wants to tell Melissa.
It'll come back to haunt her at any given moment to bust Spencer and put her in a bad position. That's
Yeah.
what we think. What did you think?
I don't know. I just thought she didn't want Melissa to think she took it. I don't even know.
Well, we know that Spencer does feel bad. She was searching online looking for those imitation rings. So I at least give her credit for having a little bit of heart and trying to like replace it or do something to make the situation a little lighter.
It's like a combo of fear of A and then also remorse for her sister. Because it's definitely not all like, oh, I feel so
No, yeah.
bad about what I did to my sister. I think a lot of it is just like, I don't want to get caught.
I don't want to get
Yeah.
busted.
now,
Yeah.
Right?
Totally.
Like she did with the phone.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Did you like this episode?
Yeah, this episode was suspenseful. I was scared.
Yeah. So you are not alone. We were very
Yes.
scared as well.
Yes. There was a jump.
There
upon
were a few
upon the
jumps.
couch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thanks so much for calling, Marla. Thanks for watching us.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Okay.
Oh.
So let's we have
You have another call.
Oh,
on the line?
fantastic.
Wow,
Oh,
Party
wow.
Central.
I know. PLL's got the best fans. What's your name? Where are you
Hello?
calling from?
Guillermo.
Hey, how's it
Guillermo.
going, Guillermo?
Good.
What's up? What's on your mind tonight?
What was your favorite part about the whole about all the episodes, of all the episodes?
Oh, what's our favorite part of the show, just in general?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or tonight's episode.
Jason DiLaurentis.
Yeah. It doesn't matter which episode, it's always going to be JD.
It's always going to be JD.
Always.
And you know what I realized? I don't know when I realized it, but you guys are JD.
Oh, yeah. JD.
Did you see the excitement on Dana's face?
I was all about that.
We're meant to be.
You really opened her eyes to that.
Well, I can tell you what my favorite part of this episode of
let's hear
tonight
it.
was. It was this scene that we're seeing right here between Hanna and her mother, where you see like a softer side of Hannah's mother, and she's like always concerned about her and sort of like explains why she acts the way that she does towards Hanna.
I loved that scene too because Hannah's mom so often is depicted as I only care about my regimented work schedule and
Money
this and
and-
money.
She's frigid,
Being
like very
thin and
frigid.
Exactly. And she's
And looking flawless while she does it.
oh, completely. And we were talking about it last week. She sort of always plays like the bitchy character. And for a moment, it was nice to see her be like,
Yeah.
I actually love you and I love being a parent.
Right.
Totally.
I love having you in my
I
life.
wonder what Guillermo liked most about this episode.
Do tell, Guillermo.
I don't know. I can't. She felt like everything.
You like every like the whole
Yeah.
episode?
A true fan. A true fan.
It was a good episode.
It was.
I'm glad we had some momentum tonight.
We definitely
did.
did.
Oh gosh, we haven't even talked about Mike being a burglar.
Yes, his side job. His
Where did
side
that
job.
come from? I love it.
Do we have another phone call? Okay, let's take our next caller. Thanks
you,
for calling,
Guillermo.
Guillermo.
Thanks, Guillermo.
Thanks.
Rolling through the phone calls.
I
today.
know.
Caller, are you on the line? Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, my name's Katie, and I'm from New York.
Hi, Katie.
Hey, Katie.
What's up?
All right. Not much. I just want to know your guys' thoughts about Hanna and Caleb.
Ooh, that's always a fun topic of discussion.
I'll say it again. I said it last week. I love them as a pair, and I'm so happy to see them lock in that deal. Seal the deal. That's what I'm trying to say. Seal the deal with the kiss. Mwah.
Yeah,
Love it.
I
so
I
cute
love them
together.
together. Love them together. I like that they were a little Bonnie and Clyde duo tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dolce Gabbana and Leibowitz.
Dolce Gabbana and Leibowitz.
And Aaron Brockovich.
Erin Brockovich. She brought that home.
It was
She knew what was
awesome.
up with that.
I like that.
I'm definitely more of a
with a
Caleb
push-up
fan than
bra.
an Ezra fan.
Oh, Caleb.
Great, thank you.
haven't even
I
heard
would
that.
have to agree with that
I'm
too,
with you.
largely because he reminds me of Taylor Lautner, and I love Taylor Lautner. But I do like that he's changing his ways, and he's really proving to her. I thought taking the Chinese food over to the house was like so sweet, no strings attached. I don't even want to eat it with you. I literally
Yeah.
just got you something and dropped it off because I want you to be happy and know I'm thinking about you.
Oh,
Well,
Caleb.
Ezra is the goody two shoes couple, very put together, very scholarly.
Or so
and,
it seems.
And
Or so
well,
it
or so it
seems.
seems as of right now. And then they're like the bad couple.
They
They're more
fight a
exciting.
lot,
They
yeah.
fight. They get back together. They lie to each other. Hannah has the little snarky,
She wears
witty
a
remarks.
low-cut dress.
She wears slutty little funeral dresses.
And a bird cage. So dramatic.
Gonna wear a bright red dress, a bright red mini dress to a
She-
funeral.
She wanted to be the center of attention at the funeral. I don't
definitely a
know.
Throw
statement.
confetti on the
Yeah.
grave or whatever she said.
Right, it was a celebration.
Oh yeah,
Katie-
dance on the grave.
Katie, are you a big fan of the
Yeah.
show?
Say that again?
Are you a big fan of the show?
I'm a huge fan of the show. I love it. I mean, there's not one episode that I missed.
Oh, good. Do you have a
Awesome.
favorite character? Any questions for Joslyn and Dana?
Probably like I said, Caleb is probably my favorite character because of the whole bad boy-esque he's got to himself.
Okay, well, I have some really good news for you. Why don't we just go ahead and throw it out there right now? I actually
Throw it out.
I corresponded with Caleb. His real name in real life is Tyler Blackburn. I corresponded with his publicist last week, and they promised me he would be a guest on the show either the last week of July or the first week of August. So you'll
Great
definitely.
news.
That is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now,
Dick sitting next to him.
I don't think I can come that week.
you will cancel. I don't care how
I'm jealous of you.
I think I'll be too nervous to be here.
Oh my!
Personally.
I'll be nervous.
I'll be like sitting in the corner. It's not
Try.
okay.
We'll just do quick shots of you in the corner with tears running down your face.
We're not worthy.
Not happening.
We're not worthy. No, she didn't specify. I will say she did. The publicist did not specify whether he was going to be a phone-in guest or if he was going to be an
Okay.
in-studio guest.
I'd
But
prefer
I mean, we're
phone.
here in Los Angeles. I assume Tyler lives
In
here in Los
person.
Angeles. We've got some real
Yeah.
hot ladies that he would definitely probably
we
like
can-
to
we
flirt
can
with.
Probably squeeze in a little space right here.
Oh, yeah.
Right here, Tyler.
Four peeps inside.
Why don't you step off? Because we're going to have Tyler right here.
In between us.
No.
All right, I'll just
So
stare into
awkward.
his eyes from this side.
I'll just stroke his pretty hair.
Really quick, why don't
Rating
you guys indulge Katie a
How
little?
awkward
Give her a
that
fun
is.
fact about Tyler Blackburn or something that surprised you when you guys met
Well,
him.
you've met him, right?
Yeah, he hasn't come into the studio yet. He is
Okay.
scheduled to come into the Clever TV studio, so stay posted for that. Yeah, I mean, I was just surprised at what a warm, like, cool dude he is. He was just like awesome, basically.
Is he
Very friendly.
He's just awesome.
Very friendly.
Is he not as strong and silent type as Caleb? He's a little warmer in real life.
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
For sure, for sure. He warmed right up to the camera.
Like all actors do.
He
Well-
seems very down to earth.
Very, yes. Well, thank you so much for calling.
Thanks for taking my call.
Talk to you soon.
Thanks.
And stay tuned for
Bye-bye.
Tyler Blackburn. Last week of July, first week of August.
Very exciting.
Very
It
exciting.
is.
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh.
Ow.
The callers are on fire tonight. We love you guys. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Oh,
We
and
have
there's
another one.
another
We have
caller.
another
Cut off that signal.
It's a party up in here.
Hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Lucy and I'm from Florida.
Hi, how are you tonight?
Good.
Tell us what's on your mind regarding Pretty Little Liars.
Do you think Jason is going to ask out Aria?
That's what I was thinking for
there
sure.
was a little flirty going
There was
on.
also
Yeah.
like a weird look when Jason came over with Mike, where he was like gazing into her
Yeah.
eyes like a little too long.
Mr. Fitz has something to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen
Watch it.
JD's
Faux
body?
show.
Yeah.
Every guy in Rosewood has
Indeed,
something to
I have.
worry about.
Front and back.
Last week,
Look very nice.
last week, Dana was like,
Both
his
look
back
nice.
is awesome. And Emily Harbert, who's not here tonight, she and I were like, well, his front's pretty nice. Like, we wouldn't mind him from either angle.
Either angle is fine with us.
Is this the scene, I believe, that we're...
I think so. It's right before the commercial break.
Okay, so it was revealed tonight on the show that Mike is a child addicted to burglary.
He has a flair for
Serious
burglarizing
Yes.
citizens.
And instead of busting Mike, he took the opportunity to walk Mike back over to home where Aria conveniently lives. And
Conveniently.
conveniently. And
She just happens to live there
yeah,
too.
you know, they're related, so they live together. I think, in my opinion, they're definitely going to have some sort of love or
Tension.
passion
Flirtation.
heating up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you think so?
No, because I want Ezra to stay together.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
They're a cute couple, but we're going to talk about it later in news and gossip. But apparently, I just will tease it right now. It's not just a love triangle. It's going to be a love square.
Jackie.
Whoa.
Well, we don't know
Oh.
if it's Jackie. There's going to be someone meddling with Ezra, and there's obviously Jason meddling with Aria. So
No.
I know, right? Ezra is definitely going to be put through the ringer this season. They'll test,
That's crazy.
test their
We'll see.
relationship.
We'll see. See, I like that. That's kind of because to me, they're really, really cute. I love them together, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But they are like the safe goody two-shoes couple.
They
so
are.
a little,
And if Ezra doesn't step up soon,
yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you needs to go
Aria's
public?
Game
demanding a lot of
over.
him.
Well, she's kind of being a little
Right, she's a
annoying.
little
I mean,
pushy.
let's be honest.
She wants
was
a
like,
cannonball.
she wants a
She's not
cannonball, and she's getting a dipped toe. And it's really getting to the point that she's over it.
Did you think, in your opinion, that Ezra should have been a little more touchy-feely or maybe like introduce himself as his boyfriend to Aria's parents at the funeral?
Probably.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
Really?
Interesting.
I'm not sure that was the right vehicle or
Slightly
situation for
Definitely
that.
not
Yeah.
the right venue.
But nonetheless, I think Aria's just getting fed up.
She is.
She's like, we can be a couple now. You're not my teacher anymore. Let's go into this full throttle.
But she
go big or
wasn't
go
saying.
home.
She didn't say. She's like, why don't you introduce me as your friend? It was like,
Well, she wants.
okay.
Didn't she say that she wants to take baby steps towards making it comfortable for everyone else to approve of them as a couple?
Yes.
Because she is.
If they went straight to saying they're a couple, they'd be
Significantly
like, okay,
younger.
you've obviously been hooking up since he was a teacher.
Yeah, 'cause
Right.
how to
That's
get to know each other so
wrong.
fast. Yeah.
But
That's
also,
wrong,
if they
people.
say that they're friends,
No, it's not.
It's
Nina, it's not. It's not.
It's
wrong.
No, in
wrong.
the state of Pennsylvania, it's legal. It's fine.
yeah.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Big sister Dana telling
Okay,
you
yeah.
don't do it, people.
More like grandma
Yeah.
over here. Calm down. No. Let it happen. Let it be.
Dana Ward for the
Sure.
anti-Ezra campaign.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Now it's okay.
Oh.
Now that he's not her teacher.
Yes.
But seriously, how weird would it have been if he just showed up at the funeral and was like, now I'm going to have a PDA fest.
No, it's
at the
weird.
graveside.
It's weird, but I also even think it would be weird for him to be like, I'm here for your daughter. We're great friends. For parents to be like,
yeah, right.
What are you talking
No.
about?
How do you know each
I'm
other?
great
Yeah.
friends.
This is something
In
that's so
school.
touchy-feely and emotional. You definitely need to be doing dipped toes. You need to be doing dipped, like
kick back with the cannonball.
like dipped tip of your finger. It needs to be dealt with, I think, with a lot of caution. So hopefully they'll ease into it throughout this season. Are you still on the line?
I am.
Do you have any questions for Joslyn and Dana?
No.
Okay. No worries at all. If you think of anything, call us back because they've literally interviewed everybody and they know what's up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Thanks for calling.
Okay, you too.
Bye.
The callers are on fire
I
tonight.
know. You
This
guys
is
are so awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. We
Loving it.
We do it for you guys. So
From
thanks
all
for
over
calling.
the country.
I think,
Yeah.
So
they are spread
fun.
out. I think
Lots
the
of
episode is
East
encouraging.
Coasters.
And
Lots of
let's
East Coasters.
just go ahead and throw it out there that we switched our airtime this week as a result of Dana's brilliant brainchild because the East Coasters, we want to accommodate you. We understand 1 a.m. is pretty late to stay up and watch us. So
This is
I
Especially on
get
a
it.
school
Not
night.
being a native Californian, I get it. I'm on your side, peeps.
are you a native Californian?
No, I'm an East Coaster.
Oh,
Where are you from?
New York.
Ooh. All right. So not quite Rosewood, but
Definitely not
close
Rosewood.
second.
You're
It's okay.
Rosewood adjacent, essentially.
Yes, I never told you guys I'm from Rosewood. I've got an inside scoop. I'm A.
It's been Dana that's been meddling with all of them.
How'd you send those texts? Tell us.
I will not reveal.
A magician
Until
never
the
reveals their
season's
secrets.
end.
Okay.
Well, good segue. Speaking of texts, we had Detective Emily Fields on the case this week.
Yes.
She went ahead and deciphered the suicide note that was left next to Ian's body.
She's really smart with that cell phone and printing out the text messages.
Okay.
Highlighting,
I would
cutting.
never in my life
you know
I
what?
don't think
know how to
neither
do
one
that.
would.
I was gonna say neither does she really. Let's be honest. I mean, she's like doing FBI work and like coding people. like, what are you talking about? And then with everything.
The Wheel of Fortune comment.
Yeah.
I've been watching Wheel
You're
of
right.
Fortune with my mother.
Wheel of
since I was
Fortune
5.
definitely prepares
I
you
wrote
to
that
solve
down.
ransom
So did
notes.
Which, by the way, loyal Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune viewer right here. I would never even
Be
know
able
where to
to put that
begin with
together.
something like that. And
Deidre looked at me and she said, "I don't even understand it. And I'm just watching." this."
yeah, it's true. They're
Well,
really
A
throwing
did
us.
send her a text that said, "Does this suicide note look familiar?" So that got
yeah.
her,
Oh,
like,
she
the
tipped her.
wheels
Okay.
spinning.
But
Makes a little
still,
more sense.
I thought maybe Emily had written a similar suicide
Yeah.
note earlier on. And I'm
Yeah.
like, did I miss something?
that was Dana's prediction
But
that
look at the
Emily was
way
suicidal
she's-
at one point in her life.
I thought it was the handwriting and not the
Exactly.
actual words. I
Right.
thought it was
That
the
could've-
handwriting.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did too.
So she goes ahead and she determines that this suicide note is basically just a compilation of all these text messages, and she runs into. Can you give me the first and last name of the man at the?
Oh, but of
Logan
course.
Yes.
Are you
Reed.
talking about Logan Reed?
I am talking about Logan
Good
Reed.
job. Let me check.
They
my
said
notes
his name
here.
like 10 times. How
Yeah.
could she
Logan
forget?
Reed.
Logan Reed.
And I love-
Logan Reed.
Logan
Reed. It's like they don't want you to forget
Yeah.
his name,
Yeah.
and they showed it to you.
His photo like 12 times.
Yes.
I loved it.
Well, lucky actor he is when he dropped off that money. Little did he know his role would reoccur
Yeah.
in such a major
Recurring.
way. He was a big part of this episode.
But now he's gone again.
He is
Or
gone
so
again.
we
He's
think.
in
Oh, yeah.
town.
Yeah.
You never know when
That's
people
what we
can
think.
pop
That's
up again
true.
in
That's
Rosewood.
true.
But what did we think of that whole bit part of the episode?
it was very telling that he was hired by a woman.
woman.
But we kind of already knew that was a shady situation to begin with. So was the woman Jenna? I mean, that's what I'm wanting to know.
Yeah, and
I
where's
feel
Jenna
like
been?
it was.
Well,
Making
I think it may
pottery.
be
Right.
because remember
Throwing it
that
on the.
Putting.
a little later in the episode, let's not forget that Officer Garrett Reynolds
Oh.
kindly paid off Logan Reed to take off into town,
Yep.
and then calls and says,
Jenna.
"Jenna, it's done. I got it done." So obviously they're working together, which then piqued my interest and made me think, how can we even be sure that Ian has been dead for a week? Because
He could lie.
Officer Garrett Reynolds is the one that's saying that.
Right.
So he's the one that
Yeah.
made the time
His
frame, making them think,
forensics.
oh, Ian wasn't the one texting.
Ooh.
But he may not know about the text. I don't know. Just something something to keep in your back pocket, folks.
Yeah. Okay. So as we're chugging along throughout the episode, this was our favorite scene. I think one of our favorite scenes. Hanna, in a nice noble move, goes to bat for Caleb because it's revealed that his stepmother, or no, his foster mother, is like not giving him the allowance that he's entitled to, and it was revealed, what was that Eat, Pray, Love reference? That drink, snap, slap?
Yeah.
Yeah, that she could even potentially be violent with him, which is not cool.
No, he was saying it's not so bad giving her the money because I could be with somebody that drinks or beats me or something like that.
Right.
But the point is that he doesn't live there and she's accepting money to be taking care of him.
Right. That's what you get for being a foster parent.
So hold that thought, you guys. We have a caller on the line. Caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Ambria from North Carolina.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey.
So many East Coasters tonight. I love it. Tell us what's on your mind tonight.
I have a question about the test.
Yeah.
The text. Do you have any, do you think Ren could be A or have anything to do with A?
I mean,
anything goes.
I was looking at the text Spencer got about her mom finding out, and it said mum, like M-U-M, and what American uses mum instead of mom?
Wow.
Look at you, little detective.
Yeah, I didn't even catch
I didn't
that
think
at
that
all.
either.
Well, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, if he's
Good
British,
eye.
no American, right? I've never called my mom mum. So
A's international.
I call my mom
Well, she's saying could it be Ren? Because Ren is.
Because Ren is
Right.
English.
Yeah.
She's from the UK.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
That's highly possible. Who knows? I mean, Ren was not in this episode nearly enough. If you ask me, I do enjoy the eye candy that is Ren. But I don't know. At this point, there's just like a million theories going through my head, and for 5 minutes, I think it's someone, and then the next 5, I think it's someone else.
I know, it's
to
so true.
Choose who A is whatsoever. I refuse to keep trying because then I'm always proven wrong.
But we do know that it's someone who has appeared on the show before. Is this correct?
Yeah, that's what we
Yes.
revealed in News and Gossip, right.
Right.
It's somebody who we're familiar with.
But think about Logan Reed just popping back up like that.
Exactly.
Right.
Someone-
It could be somebody that we
in the
just
episode.
saw.
Yeah.
They're
You know.
saying that it's someone we're familiar with, but not someone we know.
Oh.
Well, now we're familiar
There's
with
a
Logan.
difference. Right, so we're familiar with Logan, but we know Ren. So there's
Because
no
he was
way-
a more substantial character.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know. What are your thoughts? You think it's Ren?
I don't know for sure, but in the beginning when Spencer was sending the text back and forth in like the first episode,
Yeah.
that can definitely be Ren who was texting because Melissa was in contact with Ren going back and forth about the medicine and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But we know he texts. Period.
Yeah.
He's
So
textually savvy.
yes, very. Who knows? That's a really good theory that you bring up. I think that could definitely be plausible, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it all folds out over the next couple episodes.
Good detective
Good
work.
detective
Yeah.
work.
Wow.
Way to
Very
open up our
smart.
eyes
Yeah.
to the situation.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for
calling
calling
Thank
us.
you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so finish your thought. You were just in the middle of explaining.
I legitimately have no idea
Me
what
neither.
I was saying.
You were talking about the foster mother
Oh,
and
yeah.
how she
Yeah.
could beat him.
Oh no, just the fact that that's why Hanna, because Caleb's always complaining about money, and obviously he doesn't have anything. He's living with Lucas, and this woman's just taking his money and then not even looking after him whatsoever. So she got a little sassy.
She did. She went all Aaron
And-
Brockovich.
Yeah.
Okay. That was really clever, by the way, on the writer's
Really
part. I've never
clever.
heard that before. I think
Thumbs
that
up.
was
So funny.
fantastic. I like seeing Hanna turning into a nice girl and doing things. It's sort of like a recurring theme, I would say, at this point. She's been doing nice things selflessly
Lucas.
for Lucas,
Mm-hmm.
and then she did it again in this episode. Of course, she's still Hanna. She made that comment in the cemetery. They're all talking about how terrified they are. She goes, "I'm stepping on something gooey" or whatever. Like she's still Hanna, but I
Yeah.
like this character change that the writers have given her this season.
I like that they're sticking up for each other.
Yes.
You know?
Like, no ulterior motives. She just wants to do it for the
Yeah.
good-naturedness of it all.
And it made it so much better at the end that he knew she had done it.
Yeah.
'Cause
But how did
otherwise
he
it
know?
would've-
Why would the foster,
the
mother
mom
tell him?
Who knows? But it
I don't
The
know.
worked.
foster mom was
Fine.
probably like, get your stuff together, like this lady or
Yeah, your
this
psycho
girl.
friend.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear from her ever again. I'm going to give you your money and like,
And
Tell
hopefully
her to
that'll
leave me
shut her up.
alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like, come on, this foster mom doesn't know what Dolce & Gabbana is.
Dolce & Gabbana and leave
I'd
it.
be like, listen, little thing.
Well,
Telling me
if she's
no.
doing such a horrible thing to get money, she probably doesn't.
Well, I expected.
Yeah,
I half
okay.
expected
Well,
it to be
actually,
like a
she would
little
know.
bit.
Maybe she just doesn't spend the money. That's kind of where I was going.
I half expected the foster mom when she showed up to not be as put together
Right.
as she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like sort of
She was like a
attractive
normal
and-
person.
Normal lady,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hair brushed. I expected like one tooth, eye patch
Dangling.
maybe.
A dangler. A little dangler.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was cooler than we thought.
A dangler. A dangling tooth.
Like that's what I expected, like a
Yeah.
drunk, not
No.
like a normal sane woman that looks like she has a job.
I agree.
Exactly.
I agree.
Nonetheless, I'm glad she came around and she's giving Caleb the money he deserves.
Yes.
Another interesting revelation in this episode was the chat between Aria and JD in the cemetery after Ian's funeral. So they have their cute little moment. I thought sparks were going to fly, which was a little terrifying because I don't know why sparks would fly in the middle of a cemetery. But
'Cause it's sexy.
he admits that the night before Alison went missing, he got super, super drunk. Loaded, I believe was the term he used.
Exactly.
And he woke up the next morning completely hungover, and he had a little note in his pocket that said, "I know what you did." And this like ambiguous note has been haunting him ever since Allie disappeared, and he sort of was going back and forth with the fact that he might have killed his own sister while he was wasted.
Yes, and somebody that owns green crayon knows he did it. Can we like?
Attention to
What are you
detail, my
doing with
friend.
like? Come on, green crayon. Like, did the 5-year-old catch
I
him?
guarantee it's going to come into play. I
The
feel like
green
it will.
crayon.
It was like baby writing and green crayon.
Yeah, we'll
Well,
see.
Ian's suicide note was in very similar handwriting.
It's true.
Maybe the same
Possibly.
handwriting.
Maybe.
Oh,
knows? It's analyzed.
we
Definitely not the same crayon.
we also a part we all enjoyed, even though it didn't make sense a little bit. But when the 4 girls throw the dirt in, and you know
Yes.
they
The
really
symbolism.
think that they're
slow
basically
motion.
washing their hands, all 4 of them, of the situation. They think that they're at least a little bit safe of A, because A's given them what they wanted. Ian's the killer.
No,
They're no. So
absolutely not.
you know, and I think they said what A gives, the bitch takes back.
Yes.
Always. A never is just nice
Yeah,
for the sake of being
she's
nice.
clearly not generous.
You just said she.
Oh,
You
I
did.
Do you subconsciously think A is a
I
woman?
do. I do.
You know what? Because it's
Yeah.
A for Allison, so I guess I just always
Yeah.
Okay.
associate it with it being Allison.
Yeah.
Well, I also side note, it was revealed that we thought A was the one that pushed Aria the other week in Spencer's house, and that was
Oh,
Aria's
gosh.
brother.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and he was also the one who stole Emily's camping equipment. So,
Right.
because my thoughts of A
Something-
being a man. Remember when we had our
Yeah.
caller
Right.
call in and was like, "There's no way that shove was from a female."
Right.
I always thought that was A, but no, that was just little.
The
old
writers are
Mike
so tricky and
Montgomery.
smart.
Yeah, they really are.
There's way more to come with that, though, because
He's
they
gonna
didn't
do some
explain
crazy
why
stuff.
they didn't explain why he was stealing it.
Wasn't
He's
this the
just-
first time he's shown up this season?
No, he's been very upset about his parents' separation, getting back together. And last week or a few weeks ago, he was playing basketball.
He's been ditching
Or
his
he
b-ball
wasn't.
games.
Not remember.
That's
yet.
when we got to see Jason DiLaurentis naked.
I think I missed.
Naked on the top.
I think I missed that episode.
Get your mind out the gutter, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
That's why you didn't notice anything about Mike.
Right.
Yeah, well, like he hasn't even been in the episode.
Where's Mike?
No, I missed that
All
whole
I
episode.
see are arms.
Oh, jeez. It's getting a little naughty
But
in
yeah,
here.
It is.
Sorry,
It's
guys.
getting warm in here.
Shirtless is what I meant.
Let's just wrap it up with the 2 last most important parts of the episode. A's setup. Okay, so last week's episode ended with a phone in a purse, and we had synthesized that it was most likely Ian's phone that was placed inside Spencer's purse. Well, that came into effect tonight, and we saw A's setup go just as A had planned. And as Spencer is having this emotional moment with her sister, and Melissa was like saying, "I forgive you. I can't believe I was married to a murderer, blah, 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 blah." Spencer's phone rings, and she goes to take it out, but she accidentally takes out A's phone. Or, sorry, Ian's phone.
And you could tell Melissa recognized the ringer.
Yeah.
Yes, she started to get a little weird, like a weird
She already
expression
had
on
a
her
look on her
face.
face.
And she starts screaming, "I'll never forgive you for this, blah, 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 blah." And Spencer tries to explain, "Wait, I don't know what this phone is, blah, 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 blah." But to no avail. What did we think about that?
Oh, it was horrible because Melissa was just about to tell her something that
Super
she
Yeah,
juicy.
she
didn't
said there's
know.
something you don't know, and then of course
Ruined.
It all went downhill. But it's just like, come on, stop not believing Spencer. How many times are her family going to do this to her?
It's
she keeps
horrible.
on
They're
denying
awful.
things, and then no one ever believes her. It's like when you're proven wrong like 3 times in a row, can you believe her, please?
For once, just try
Like,
it. She might be
yeah.
right, you know? The Helena Bonham Carter.
I thought she looked so cute.
They were all very funeral chic, if I do say so myself.
Funeral chic, but like, we need to just go over the fact that a bra strap choker is never appropriate, no matter what the situation.
Well, not in 2011. I used to wear those in middle school.
Oh, they were really cool.
I did
Just
too.
a ribbon.
we're
tied
not
around
we're
your
not
neck.
in middle school.
I know.
Okay, it is
She
2011.
kind of
So-
is.
She kind of.
No, she's in
Yeah, but
high
like,
school.
it's
Like
still
2 years ago, she was.
It still depends on the year, people. Okay, I wore it when I was 12 too.
All right, well, we won't hold that against you. And we won't hold it against Spencer because she's so pretty otherwise.
All right.
A bad choker
Exactly.
here or there, we're not going to hold it against
We'll let her get away with one
one
bra
bad
strap
choker. Just don't let it happen again.
3
Spencer.
weeks ago it was the belt. Now it's the choker. What's next?
They just try throwing things in to see if people are like paying attention.
I think you're
Yeah.
right.
Let's just wrap it up
Like
really
Aria's
quick.
one longer earring.
Oh.
Oh, well, her head was just
driving
tilted,
it.
right?
No, it kept on. The right side has a chain.
Oh,
And
my.
the left side has links, and it was driving me nuts.
Wow,
You're
you
so
are perceptive.
detail oriented. I would have
Yeah.
never noticed that.
Because I was staring at it the whole time.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Let's wrap it up and talk about the last scene, the one that had Sydney's nails digging into my arm. The girls go to the cemetery. Detective Emily Fields has got all these leads, and they decide they're going to go to the cemetery and investigate further. They go and they see Allie's grave, and beyond it, there's a projector that's playing the video that we had seen previously of Alison and Ian running around and flirting in the wilderness. So the girls are watching it, and they had assumed that when the video cut off, that's when Allie had died.
Yeah, you see the hand flop down.
But
It's
exactly
lifeless.
for the first time, it's revealed beyond the point that they had already seen that there's the lifeless hand, and we see Allie take the camera and like MySpace, like googly eyed at the camera.
And then they
like
her and Ian like kiss after she gets
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
exactly.
They kiss and they walk away. So it's very clear that that's not the moment that she died.
Right. So we have that Ian didn't kill her. If she got
Well,
up and
not
ran
in that
away.
scene.
Well, not in that moment. We're now being led to believe that Ian didn't kill her, but I feel like they can always.
They can spin
Well,
it.
it was so funny
Yeah,
when they
that's true.
said, A is the one who has given us all of this information, basically to
Right.
say that Ian is the one who killed her. And now A is the one giving them all this information to say that he
Ian
didn't
didn't,
kill
yeah.
her. So I think they need to keep that in mind a lot more, like where this evidence is coming from.
A just runs the show.
Always.
Whatever he or she
Shim.
gives,
Or
whatever they give to the girls is exactly what they want when they want
Right.
the girls to have it.
Well, the
So-
girls are looking around. They're like, "Where is this projector coming from?" And of course, A is so well versed in being stealth. They're like looking and they can't find A at all. And then as they're walking away, it's so creepy that last shot. A is watching the four of them like their silhouettes walking away.
I missed seeing a glove though. It was so
right?
dark. We didn't
But
get
there
to
But they
was
see
a
gave
glove.
us like a charm.
Oh, really?
There was like a small little charm
thought
hanging
that
off
was
of
from
like
the
a
camera.
That's what I thought.
I thought it looked like the lens
Yeah,
half
it
of
was
the
the
camera.
lens. It was the lens of the camera dangling.
maybe.
Maybe.
Or it could be
shut down.
It's a charm. It's a charm.
It will come back
It's a
into
phone
play.
charm. You wait and see.
I just missed the dog. I just missed the little
I
puppy.
know.
Where did the drug
Where'd
mule
he go?
Abused.
Apparently.
Abused.
Abused by A.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice work tonight, team. Let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with your Pretty Little Liars news and gossip.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend? The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
As we just put our cups down, I just really want to quickly point out to the viewers, Sydney does marketing for this incredible new health drink. It's called Mama Chia. It's all organic, gluten-free, vegan. It's mostly made of chia seeds, which are like the seeds of the future. It's delicious.
The seeds of the future.
Well, yeah. What are the benefits really quickly?
Honestly, quick rundown. It is absolutely incredible for you. And if you don't know what chia seeds are, they're just a completely organic seed, and they have omega-3s, more than salmon, more antioxidants than blueberries, more folate than spinach, more fiber than flax. They're really good for you, and they're great if you're on a diet, people.
Yeah.
If you want to, it can be used as a meal replacement. It's only 110 calories, and they're at Whole Foods, Bristol Farms, and they're amazing. Mama Chia, go look it up. And the creator, Janie Hoffman, is incredible. Cutest little woman alive. You got to go check it out, people.
Yay. Okay, cool. Mama Chia in stores now. Go pick it up.
In stores now.
Yummy.
I already drank my whole bottle.
Dana liked it.
Dana liked
it.
You chugged
Seriously,
Yay. Ooh, there's plenty more.
Oh my God, she really did
we
drink
left
it all.
some in the fridge for Maria. So.
Yeah, Maria,
Really
if you're
good.
watching, we
Yes.
have some here for you. But
I'm
let's
taking one, Maria. Sorry. One for the road.
let's go ahead and get into our Pretty Little Liars news and gossip for the week of July 12th.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Okay, piece of news number 1 for tonight. The PLL team is using their celebrity for a good cause. The girls of Pretty Little Liars are always known to be stylish, fun, entertaining, and of course, fabulous actresses. But recently, the 4 girls decided to speak up for a cause greater than their own. In a new video posted online, Shay, Lucy, Troyan, and Ashley all take turns encouraging viewers who are closeted gays and lesbians to be comfortable with their true identity because, quote, it gets better. At the end of the video, we also hear from the showrunners Marlene King and Oliver Goldstick, who share their uplifting stories of being homosexual and overcoming any adversity that they might have faced in the past. So the entire cast of Pretty Little Liars encourages any of you out there who might be struggling with this issue to reach out to the Trevor Project, which is an incredible organization. It's a hotline you can call. Someone will talk to you and help you get through because it really does get better. Life is
so
good,
cool.
regardless of
That.
who you are. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Hats off to them.
yeah, honestly, because these girls get paid to do what they do and they live fabulous lifestyles and we
They
see them
don't
at
have to do
premieres.
this.
They don't have to do
No.
this. They're doing this completely on their own dime, making these little webisodes or videos and PSAs. So hats off to them for doing that.
That's awesome.
Piece of news number 2 for tonight. This is just ridiculous. Shay Mitchell used to be insecure.
What?
I know that we have another sound we need to add.
Beautiful person ever.
You say what?
Okay, so we all know that Shay
Insane.
Mitchell, she's unbelievably gorgeous, she's talented, she's funny, she's smart, and it's just super hard for me to imagine that Shay would ever have anything to be insecure about. But in a recent interview that she did with Pacific Citizen, she addresses the challenges of being different. Shay said, when I would explain that my background was the only thing, when I would explain my background to people, she's Filipino and mixed a couple other nationalities in there, the only thing that would come into people's minds were, oh yeah, I think my nanny's Filipino. So growing up, I had many insecurities with that. Shay also said that high school was a tough time for her too, and girls were catty and not so nice. I ended up eating my lunch in the bathroom quite a few times and/or begging my grandma who was at our house to pick me up early. Thankfully, though, today Shay is 24 years old and she's more confident than ever, and she credits that all to playing Emily Fields on Pretty Little Liars. She says that she likes playing that she's in high school, but she likes not actually being in high school. She wishes she could go back and talk to her younger self and say, smarten up, be who you are.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's an empowering 24-year-old. What?
Seriously.
No comment.
I thought that was really nice.
It is.
I think it's so fascinating that these people that are icons in Hollywood for their beauty and their status and their talent still have had these struggles that people would never imagine.
Never.
Ever.
Well, I just think it's nice of her to at least talk about it. Even if I think I know where you're going with it, that she could be over-exaggerating or whatever. It's like, what does she have to complain about? She's clearly gorgeous. But even if she is over-exaggerating a little, maybe she didn't eat lunch in the bathroom, who knows? But at least she's saying something that she was insecure and letting girls know, look at how beautiful she is. She's on a TV show and you can go do that too.
Very encouraging for
Yes.
younger ladies out there.
Yes.
David, I think you want to say she's a pretty little liar.
I do.
Okay,
But that's my own thing.
We'll hold David's thoughts for after the show when we
I won't
stop
say
broadcasting.
anything.
And let's go ahead and get into our last piece of news for tonight. We have Ezra news. We thought it was going to be, I mentioned this a little earlier, but now we're going to go into it full throttle. We thought it was going to be a love triangle between Aria, Ezra, and potentially JD, Jason DiLaurentis, but it's looking more like a love square. In an interview with After Ellen, Marlene King, who's the showrunner, says actually there are 2 new characters that are coming into town. One Aria knows and one Ezra knows, and it's definitely going to put some stress on that relationship. Also, what we've been waiting for, some steamy on-screen Ezra action!
No way!
Yes.
In an interview with Buddy TV, Ian Harding says it's going to get a little bit more adult, but how it's done will be different than viewers are going to expect. We've shot some scenes where Lucy and I have been very comfortable with each other, but ultimately, I don't think it's going to be as racy as some might expect, but the Annie is going to be up to say the least. You guys, it's about time.
I think we're gonna get the Titanic hand on the window.
Something very suggestive.
Something very suggestive. It'll get steamy, plaster the hand.
He did say the ante is going to be up.
I should really hope so. They've been working with each other for long enough. They are comfortable with each other. We don't need to have like raunchy porn scene by any means.
Right.
But
I mean, why not though?
I mean, they're in a
throw that in there
it's a
too.
ABC family. Let's get this moved to HBO. That'll be our first order of business.
Let's
I would
work on
appreciate that. But yeah, hopefully we will see something a little raunchier in the next couple episodes.
I trust them to make this good because even just the kiss when she ran out to kiss him,
It was very pretty.
I thought it was the way they did it was really good, really pretty. So I think they'll
It was in slow motion.
give us something. They're going to give us something to be happy about.
It's at that time of the day where the sun is just going down, but it's still up.
Yes. And then our last piece of news and gossip for tonight, Dana and Joslyn actually had Mona, played by Janel Parrish, in their studio. Was it last week?
Yeah, last week. Just time flies. She was so beautiful and so nice. I have to say.
Is she related to Hunter?
I don't think so. No,
No
she's
mention
not.
of it.
She's from Hawaii, actually.
so definitely
and
not.
Really?
No. So she, gosh, I'm trying to think of the really cool things. She
Tell us some of the highlights.
She auditioned initially for the role of Spencer.
Did
Isn't that
she?
crazy?
Wow.
I believe Emily Fields. I think Shay Mitchell also auditioned initially to be
interesting.
Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And,
okay, keep going.
She was shooting a movie in Hawaii where she's from, and they really wanted to put her on tape for the role of Spencer. And she was like, no, I'm busy doing this other movie. Like, I don't want to get out of character or whatever. But ultimately, she did it. Callback, tons and tons and tons of callbacks. And then she didn't end up getting the job, sadly. I mean, not sadly, because they have a great Spencer.
Right.
But she got the role of Mona. And crazily enough, she was friends with, who was it? Ashley Benson?
Oh, yeah, Ashley Benson. That's right.
They were friends prior to the show?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
OC days. They were on the OC together.
Oh.
Wait,
Isn't that
guys,
crazy
As
cool?
children?
Who?
She was 18, and I think she said Ashley was like 14 or 15 or 16.
Yeah, a few years younger.
I was an
But
OC
who were
fanatic.
they?
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I'm assuming it was probably like a
little
guest
guest.
star or something.
Maybe they were friends with Caitlin Cooper. Maybe they were on the same
perhaps.
age as her.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So she was overall just a really cool,
Yes,
sweet,
that.
normal,
Very
nice girl.
cool. Yeah.
Doing tons of music stuff also.
She working on an album?
I think so. Writing
She's a
songs.
singer-songwriter?
She got started on Broadway, I think. as a
Really?
kid.
Yeah, that's right.
In what shows?
She and
Do we
Les
know?
Mis. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
she
a musical
did do Les
guru.
Mis.
Everyone.
It's like coming back to me.
I'm like, Les Mis. Yeah.
Les Mis. Everyone starts out in Les Mis, right?
Mhm.
Leah Michelle.
And she's amazing.
What I think is interesting about the show is that all of these girls, even though they're relatively new to us as viewers, every single girl except Shay Mitchell has been in the industry literally since they're like 8 years old.
Right.
I know Troyan is like hardcore Broadway theater trained. I know Lucy Hale obviously started on American Juniors, so she got an early start. Ashley Benson, I'm pretty sure, was doing a lot of like
Lots
OC
of stuff.
theater, stuff like that. And obviously now Mona too.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine if any of these characters were switched with other
No.
actors? It'd be so hard to imagine.
And I think the casting directors got it right. Spencer is supposed to be studious and type A, and Mona, just upon glance, I would think of her as like the pretty popular party girl because she's so beautiful, that actress.
Yeah.
And you know what? Something so interesting is that when we always see her on camera, she looks a lot different in person.
Does
because
she?
her hair is very straight naturally. They curl it for the show, and I think it makes her look way different than she looks in person.
And she actually said, people don't know who I am when it's one way, but as soon as it's done, curled up as it is on the show, suddenly people are like, oh, it's Mona.
Oh my God, how funny. Is she saying that fans are approaching her on the street and she's getting recognized more often?
Only if she has her hair like that. If she has her hair straight, no.
What?
It's
That's
seriously,
bizarre.
I know it's really weird, but it does make a huge difference. Like when we saw her in the studio, with straight hair. She looks
you
a
were
lot
like,
different.
you look noticeably
Weird, right?
different.
Who are you?
She's really pretty, though. Yeah. Really, really pretty.
You
girl.
are not our 2 o'clock.
Trying to score some clever TV airtime.
Yeah, right.
Thank you guys so much for sharing that with us.
Totally.
You know, we love when you keep us posted on everything you do, PLL oriented. And that's going to go ahead and wrap up your Pretty Little Liars news and gossip for the week of July 12th. I was waiting for that.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Okay, so I'm pretty excited by the little teaser that they gave us, especially considering they didn't give us anything last week. There was no teaser at the end of the episode.
Why was that?
Or was it integrated into Chloe King?
Yeah, it was.
They do that a lot now as well.
And
so
no offense, but I gotta turn off my TV and go to bed. I don't have time to sit through Chloe King to wait for my PLL
I don't know.
teaser.
It's pretty good.
that show
Is it? I haven't given it a chance yet.
A lot of eye candy as well.
Yeah, Joslyn was at the set.
Oh, really?
We've had some people in the studio. It's pretty good.
Okay,
Might
so
want to check it out after Pretty Little Liars.
We'll have to give it a chance.
Are you stalking the boys on 9
Not me,
Lives?
but maybe this one.
Weird happenings. I'll fill you in later.
You know Joslyn only stalks JD.
I just only have eyes for Jason DiLaurentis.
If you're listening, Jason.
And who was our caller 2 weeks ago that won? Who? That wanted you?
Oh, Stormy Night or Cloudy
Stormy
Night
Night,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Stormy
that
P or
Stormy
something.
Night.
Yeah.
I wonder if you're watching tonight, Jocelyn's looking
Call
real
in.
nice from this
Yeah,
angle.
yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
From where I'm sitting.
Amazing.
But we do see that in next week's episode, it's like all about fashion.
Yes,
the girls
and
are
they
in a
are looking
fierce.
forward, mighty nice. Yes.
The clothing, I mean, the clothing was great tonight. I love that one striped red and white top I saw at Urban Outfitters that Hannah was wearing.
Yeah, that was really cute.
Really cute.
She kind
Like a
of looks like she
bustier.
got a little thinner or something.
That's what I was thinking. In
Like,
the
not
same,
that she
in
ever was
that
chubby, but
scene,
she
she
looked
looks like she
very-
lost
yeah.
a little bit of
Yeah, she looks
Really
really good.
stressed out.
lbs.
Really stressed
PLL
out.
diet.
It's the chia
What-
diet. Chia? Chia?
Chia.
It's Mama Chia.
The chia diet. I heard she drinks Mama Chia.
I heard she
drinks
does
it
too.
all day long.
I think
Word
it's,
on the
That's
street.
it. That's all she eats is Mama Chia.
it's probably really stressful working at Dolce & Gabbana and Leibowitz.
Yeah.
So she's probably not
sure.
eating because she's
Late
stressed out.
night.
Dude,
Uh,
but in that clip, it was crazy that like the backdrop of Allison's face,
Was
like
at the
Is
fashion
gonna
show.
happen.
Yeah.
something goes on with that.
Something
I think it's
creepy.
the video that A played for them at the funeral tonight. It's a
Ooh.
continuation
So that,
of the
yeah,
video.
so that it will
That everyone gets
basically
to see it.
destroy
Yes.
the safe feeling that they just got by them not being suspects. It's
makes
Ian.
Because it would
But
have
then
to
all of
be
a
like
sudden-
a school fashion show.
I think
Not just some like random fashion show that all 4 girls got cast in.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I think A is taking his projector dog and pony show over to the fashion show. From the cemetery to the fashion show, A will do his show wherever he
Very
needs
short
to go.
line.
Where there's a
I know-
wall, A will be there.
I know that Keegan Allen's going to be back next week.
Well, thank
Yes.
God. It's about
Yeah.
damn time.
I saw some photos for this upcoming episode, and they definitely featured Spencer and Keegan.
Well, they're gonna
getting
be
a little
making out,
close,
right?
like behind the scenes of the fashion show.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think they
Steamy.
showed it in the preview. There was some
Mac
kissing.
down.
Yeah.
action.
I saw the
Oh.
side of his face. I recognized it anywhere.
And just last, let's do some love predictions. Do we think Ezra and Aria are gonna make more of a public statement with their relationship, or are they gonna keep it?
I think Arya's going to
quarters.
keep pushing for it, and then I think Ezra's going to get fed up as like an older guy would with his
Understandably.
younger girlfriend.
Was
and
the
then,
last part of this episode him walking away from her? Or the last part of them together
At
in the
the
episode?
funeral,
Yeah.
when he
Because
walked away.
She like pours her heart out and is like, I needed a hug from you today. Like,
He's like,
not
"Bye."
later at your apartment, right now. Looks at him dead in the eyes and he goes, all right, I'll talk to you later. Just walks away. What?
Left her high and dry in the middle of a gravesite.
He made it very clear he was not hugging
Not
Right.
yet.
then.
Not yet.
And I mean, gotta say, Jackie Molina's looking real nice. I don't blame Ezra if
Z.
No.
You mean? Are you talking about Z?
Yes.
Ezra as in Z.
yes, I
Yeah.
forgot
That's
his
his
childhood
college
nickname.
name.
Oh, his college
Yeah.
nickname.
All his college friends call
Yeah.
him
Right.
Z.
Pookie Bear's not having it.
No,
No.
not at all.
Touche.
But I think Jackie Molina is going to turn out to be a devious character. She was spying on them.
She was
Shut the door and then decided, I'm going to be devious and I'm going to interrupt
Yeah.
this moment that they're having.
She's witnessing all this stuff and just keeping it in and
Morsels of knowledge.
seeing what.
I
Yeah,
don't like it.
I don't. Well, don't cry.
Yeah, it's going to
Okay.
be okay.
It'll be okay.
All right, Dana.
Jackie will get
We're gonna
hers.
give her a hug.
if we get a
But
steamy
they have
kiss,
nothing to be worried about anymore, really.
It's
Well,
legal
Except for like the
Pennsylvania.
age difference. We have to stop saying
and
that.
just-
It's legal, you guys. It's fine. It's legal.
We just
In
want to make
Pennsylvania.
totally
excuse
fine.
me, we don't want Dolce & Gabbana and Leibowitz.
I
coming
know.
out.
Yeah,
we don't
to
want them
file
on
a
our
suit.
backs. No, I get it.
We'd never gonna get them on our bad side.
We have to think about it like, in their perspective, like if as long as we keep saying that it's legal, it implies that we think that
We're
there's
convincing
something
children
wrong with them.
Well, no, and we're convincing children that
That's
Yeah.
legal. It's
Don't do it.
illegal.
Don't do it.
Don't
worry
jump
about it.
into like a
Well,
relationship
okay,
with your
we forgot
teacher.
about grandma. You're
No,
not endorsing
Aaron
it.
Do not
Brockovich.
do it.
Wild.
Don't date your teachers.
Listen to Aaron Brockovich. Don't date your teachers.
Yeah,
Definitely,
okay.
definitely
Or
don't do it
date
if you're in
them.
high school.
Don't
or
date them or
anyone
date them.
Yeah,
double your
either.
age.
No.
And let's go ahead and end on that note tonight. Really good job, team.
Awesome.
We really
High
dished it out
fives all
tonight.
around.
Did.
Woo!
Woo.
Let's never do that again.
Let's absolutely not do that ever again.
I think we should start next week like that.
Yeah, we're gonna be like, hey guys, we got over it. We love it. We love it now.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.